Opening off on small fortress of lines, Godly, he has been making that Cassidy work. It has been absolutely lethal. He can take out stocks thanks to Cassidy's absolutely disgusting signature kit, and Jakeyy on the Tesca, also a menace.
Huge props to Jakeyy to be the first person to not put Godly into Small World Z, because that was the map that Godly's been getting so often.
Yep. Godly able to get the end light, tries to jump, get the downer, he gets a side light too. Jakeyy gonna be off stage, who tries to come back on.
Okay, nice recovery. Not gonna KO just yet, a little bit of a higher ceiling here. Jakeyy does manage to come back down, hits that neutral air. These are the boots of Jakeyy. Generally, Jakeyy's been leaning into the gauntlets for the start of stocks. This is the ground pound. This could be bad. I don't think he got the wall touch, and yeah, that's gonna be the first stock for Godly.
Yeah, he did not. Godly gonna be cleaning that up off stage once again. He is so efficient and he is so accurate, but this is still so doable for Jakeyy. He's picking up the gauntlets now. He is waiting, tries to go for the jump call out after the end light. I like the idea, but Godly that time, I think he just ended up dashing in. Goes through the neutral, the GC end light gonna be putting Godly off stage. Jakeyy now in advantage state, able to whiff punish the whiff Sally.
Yeah, unfortunate for Jakeyy. He did wait for a while there, but a great reaction on Godly's side will mean that Godly avoids that recovery and will hold on to the stock. Jakeyy likely looking for a downlight if he can get in there. Side air will be enough.
Yeah, more than enough to do at that point. And now the stock count is totally even, and Jakeyy, he did an amazing job keeping himself healthy. He was spacing himself so well around Godly. He was really respecting the blasters. Tries to get something going with that neutral end light, not gonna be able to connect, but the side light does. That end light also misses again. Gets another huge punish.
Nice pickups here on the side of Godly. First time this set that we've seen him get that stomp into the neutral signature. Great jump there from Jakeyy. Touches the ground just barely. Gets over that side sig, but still he's getting caught.
Godly letting those end sigs absolutely go. He has been connecting so many of them, but Jakeyy gonna be able to get the side light, catches the dodge down. Godly gonna be going up and above. Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Great fake out there on the side of Jakeyy. Hit him with that down signature. Godly reacted to that jump, expecting a different signature to come out. The neutral signature still connects, so Godly still maintains that stock advantage.
Yeah, even with like those super slow signatures that don't immediately hit you, sometimes it's just about punishing people that love to react to the startup frames. But Jakeyy, he doesn't get the KO off the top quite yet, but that does put Godly into a bit of a nasty spot on his second stock. Jakeyy is spot dodging above Godly. He's trying to play nice and floaty. Godly able to punish that, but just immediately pressing the sail, and that is going to go ahead and bring Godly to his last.
Man, Jakeyy had such good movement off that soft platform, came down, went for a recovery, and somehow Godly still managed to stuff it. Eats the end sig. Jakeyy in a good spot, but the ground pound not able to beat out the recovery from Godly.
Oh, nice punish from Godly. He is continuing to hold on to the stage. Jakeyy looking for a way to be able to make it back on. Nice dodge upwards. Dodging upwards against blasters just puts you in such a good position to be able to punish.
Good drift on Jakey's side. Hits him with that side air. Soft platform, I think, kind of messed up what Jakeyy would have wanted to go for there. Gets over the side signature. Still needs more damage, but he jumps into the end sig. One more of those, and Godly might have the stock.
Jakeyy playing nice and patient. The weapon spawn is in his favor. He's able to pick it up. He gets Godly off of him with the side light. He lands with the sailor. Not going to be able to connect the D-light. He puts himself off stage as a result of that commitment, but he couldn't punish the D-light, and still, Godly, that was not enough to take the stock off the top. The game is totally even, but these positions are not. Jakeyy.
Watch the hammer. Godly on the pickup. Did an immediate side sig. Down sig gonna whiff there on Jakey's side. He's got the stage control now, backs up, good avoidance. He's gonna chase out. He's unarmed.
Back on. Jakeyy!
Jakeyy! He touched.
Excuse me? The GC side heavy to be able to make it back on. He dodges back on, but then Godly just closing it out with that GC D-light. That was an absolutely insane ending. But then Jakeyy, he just couldn't get that final edge guard. He couldn't get the edge guard. That GC side heavy to be able to make it back on, by the way. Such an aggressive option, so cool. I don't think Godly was prepared for that, but still, not having a weapon in that position, that is like a nasty place to be.
It's really tragic how unexciting that looks for how much mental games were just happening in that end moment. It's like a bunch of normal people watching those like martial arts fights where like they're fighting in their brains. There was so much metagaming in those jumps, but either way, we're here into game number 2 now as we go back to Small World Z.
Yeah, Well, we'll just see how this ends up working out. I feel like Jakey's, of course, going to be looking for a lot of KOs off the top with like Boots D-Light recovery, but then I feel like this really favors Cassidy. I mean, you know, the most obvious option, of course, is that N-Sig, not to sound like a broken record, but Godly just keeps getting stocks with him all day long. He's able to get the stomp into the scoop. Okay.
Ooh, neutral light actually beating out there. Does reach high enough. Jakeyy was going for a falling neutral air. Jakeyy does have a damage advantage. Godly able to come up, bounces off, and that will be the KO. Showing why Jakeyy maybe wanted this map. He was struggling to get KOs in that first game.
Let's see what he's got for us going into the second stock. Jakeyy just staying on top of Godly. That is so much pressure coming out from him. Godly not going to be able to get the jump call out. Jakeyy just constantly jumping on top of Godly, staying on top of the blasters. And now look at the position. He went under Godly because he wanted to get that neutral. He wasn't able to find it, but that one does connect.
Yeah, he is getting some good damage here onto Godly's second stock. Oh, ground pound just narrowly going to miss there. Great dodge on Godly's part. And Jakeyy just standing right underneath that gravity canceled down light.
Could he have done something else in that position? I feel like the N-Light, it's good to put Godly off stage, but you know what? He's a stock up. Maybe he didn't need a full optimal punish, but Godly with the optimal punish, the optimal sequence to be able to take Jakeyy off the top, that was disgusting.
That's why Blasters players love to do that weapon toss after the neutral air. If you get hit by that weapon toss, you're going to eat the recovery. Godly manages to even up the stock count, but still, Jakeyy doing such a good job getting this damage onto Godly.
Oh, but Godly, as long as he keeps away, I mean, Blasters, if they don't want to get hit, they could just play back, but whiffing an N-Light just like that is so dangerous against Boots. Why? Well, Boots' reach is absolutely ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, those toes reach far, got to cut those nails, but right now, Jakeyy still looking really solid. 2 stocks up onto Godly.
You feel like that was an awful image in my head of Tesco. Tesco, I don't think Tesco do that. He's a wrestler, okay? He's agile. Jakeyy staying agile, though, getting back onto the stage. Godly swatting him away with the neutral. He's able to get the stomp sail. Jakeyy making it back on with the sail. It feels like every time Jakeyy goes for the second hit off stage against Godly, he misses and puts himself in disadvantage. The weight was so scary from Godly.
That was so clean on Godly's part. He whiffed the side sig, and he knows Jakeyy's been getting over him and going for that counter punish. Nice turnaround side air on Godly's part.
There it is again. He went for the follow-up off stage after he put Godly out there. He whiffed, and then Godly took advantage of it. That time, he was able to get a full stock for it. Before Jakeyy, you know, he would just usually take a hit or two. So he is still holding on to this lead. This is still such a good position for Jakeyy, especially if you connect those kinds of N6. Jakeyy going to be taking that game 2 home.
Okay, the Small World's End working out for Jakeyy. One thing that I think makes it not such a terrible pick for him is Jakey's the first person I've seen go up against Godly and not just eat those hammer side sigs on the corner.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that can be said a lot about Jakey's gameplay today. He knows so well the different legend matchups, and he is so comfortable with his opponent's signatures that he knows how to navigate around them. He knows how to put himself in, like, you know, like the dead zones.
Yeah. Well, here we go into game number 3. Same map, same picks. Jakeyy first one to pick up the weapon, but respects Godly the second he picks up that hammer.
Oh gosh, Godly. The advantage state absolutely insane. He is so scary when he steps up, but wait a second.
Oh, Jakeyy! And he touches. Godly can't come up. Jakeyy with a clean KO, getting that first stock off of Godly.
That was ridiculous. It was so interesting. He went for the GC D-Light into the down area. That's not something you typically see. You typically see the ground pound, but it was that angle that helped him close it out. That was beautiful. Yeah,
that down air is specifically a low health thing to do because you get a little bit more distance with that down air in that position. Jakeyy with the second down air. He wants to get more damage onto Godly and put this one away.
Well, I guess we're putting it away.
Yeah.
As it seems.
Some gets put away, that's for sure. We'll find him, don't worry.
We're looking for them.
Where to go?
That's game. Player 2 wins.
Everybody desynced, as it seems.
So usually what happens in this spot is the players, if everybody desyncs like what happened just there, is the players recognize, you know what? We'll just run it back. We'll keep it in the same game state. So what'll likely happen is we'll go back to the same map and Godly will run off and then they'll just say go. They might even try to add up the damage to be about equal to what happened before all the desync happened. But either way, players, especially at this level, they're all pretty chill about it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But it happens, right? You know, it's always like a bit of a disappointment, but we'll be getting back into it soon, I hope. But honestly, I am loving the gameplay that we're seeing from Jakeyy. He hit an absolute monster of a clip, so I'm so glad that we got to see that before, you know, of course, it ended up desyncing. That was absolutely ridiculous off stage.
Really, really solid. I like how it went out, because he went there, and I think there was a part where Godly was like, I'm not going to react here, even though I have Hammer, because I don't expect Jakeyy to actually commit to this. And then Jakey's like, no, I'm going to do this ground pound. And then after that, they both went weapon toss to weapon toss. And from then on, it's just Jakeyy doing an unarmed KO clip. And it's very, very clean play on the side of Jakeyy. And Godly just was not expecting that in that moment, because every other time, Jakeyy respects Godly's hammer.
Why is Jakeyy looking so good this weekend specifically? I mean, we've witnessed so much of like Jakey's gameplay. He's one of EU's finest. But today, I feel like he has just been on top of everything.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of like we kept saying, oh, okay, so they're giving Jakeyy the W. It seems like it was a purely spectator thing. So they played through that. It was a Jakeyy dub. You can will likely find the replay. If not, you can maybe find it from one of them. But either way, that is a dub going the way of Jakeyy, and we're going into game number 4. And to answer your question right before that, it's literally, I think it's because Jakeyy didn't change with the meta. Everybody else trying to change something different. You're even seeing Godly go back to the Bode Bar, which is like a 2016 pick. But Jakey's like, no, I've been on the Tezca. I just need to adjust how I'm playing with the meta and not try to just capture whatever the meta is shifting towards.
Yeah, and honestly, he has the fundamentals to back it up. But guys, you can never count out Godly. He is still one of the best, and I feel like I'm getting so exhausted of saying that because anything can happen over the course of a set. Godly makes phenomenal comebacks, and honestly, he is already making it happen. You can see he is pushing this advantage state. He is connecting so many end lights. How is he getting Jakeyy so many times, one after another? How is the stock already gone?
This is why he swapped to the Bode Bar, specifically for this sword, which is crazy because so many people have been saying swords kind of fallen out of favor. But Godly showing this is exactly what he needed to work through Jakeyy. Good spacing here, gets a sidelight, gets a downlight into the recovery as well. Godly with these extensions. Down sig over the corner. Can he get another? Oh no, that recovery will help him.
Is this weapon supposed to connect that many consecutive hits? Sword advantage state being this good in a non-juggle state, I feel like Godly is absolutely popping off. He is reading Jakey's movement, and the unexpected sides are going to be coming through. Godly is looking, well, godly.
Yeah, I mean, that's at least I want to say 3 times where Godly's just kind of done a raw signature and just caught out Jakeyy. Jakeyy's not expecting those, and now Godly on the precipice of a 3-stock. Jakeyy going to murder his dodge there, but Godly can't get the gravity cancel.
Can he make it back on? Yes, he can with the safety of the neutral. There it is again, Jakeyy extending off stage. Godly not going to be able to get it down, but does it matter? Look at the damage difference. Look at the stock difference. Godly putting Jakeyy away.
What a 3-stock to answer back, and that will get us to game 5.
Okay, well, that's I don't know how Jakeyy won the previous game with Godly playing like that, I have to be honest. Well, Godly, he has now switched over to the Bodify. He is absolutely crushing it with the Bodify. I mean, his advantage state was phenomenal. Like, obviously, he connected basically everything that he was going for. And then, like you mentioned, those signatures, he only popped a few of them, but all of them ended up connecting. It felt like he had his finger on the pulse of the game.
Yeah, he knew exactly what to do. And unfortunately, I think it vindicates Sparky a little bit because he keeps saying that blasters are hard to play consistently. And Godly said, I agree. I'm going to go over to sword, something with a little bit more consistency. And it worked out for him as we go into game number 5.
Yeah, I guess it is really execution heavy. It's like super... whoa, hold on. Godly already trying to get rid of Jakey's
like 10-second clip, please.
We've already started. Jakeyy's still going to be living a little bit longer. Godly with the end light as a get off me option, and Jakeyy continuing to be denied a weapon.
Yeah, 20 seconds in, Jakey's still not able to get a weapon. It's dead center of the map, but Jakeyy can't get past him. Eats a neutral air, eats another neutral air. Godly not going to deny. Instead, he's going to get the stock almost with that recovery. Now he'll deny. Jakeyy still unable to pick up a weapon.
Oh my gosh, Jakeyy undershooting the sidelight in front of Godly, and that is already going to be the stock gone. And let me tell you, there was a small decision that Godly made that I think really benefited him, which is he did not go to pick up the weapon. He kept up his advantage. He kept up his pressure when Jakeyy was off stage. He just wanted to continue to punish him, and he was able to get a huge juggle off of it. And the punishment does not end. Jakeyy able to get one hit, but then he puts himself off stage with the continued like whiffed options.
Yeah, he went for a big big play. He knows he's a full stock behind, so he went for that gravity cancel Ensig, trying to read Godly's movement there, but instead Godly back on stage, just keeping that control that he's got. Where's the ground pound? Nope, he's just going to wait. Another down Sig, and Jakeyy down to his final stock.
You know, we talked about Jakeyy's awareness of signatures quite a bit today, and right now it seems like that is not a factor because he's getting hit by every signature from Vodafone.
This is like when the young guy plays pickup basketball with a really, really old guy, and he's just not expecting his ankles to get broken by the old man.
What's going on?
Both of them in the offstage, both of them get the wall touch. Godly now in control, hits 2 dares, goes for a ground pound, gonna whiff. Jakeyy misses his ground pound, still gets the wall touch.
I think he's having fun with it at this
Little
point. He is down 3 stocks to 1. It is game 5. It does look like it's going to be going to Godly, but that is the Ensig coming out. It is still not enough to KO. The new trailer is going to be coming through, and somehow the punishment for Jakeyy does not end. He wants to be able to get a hit. He wants to be able to at least get 1 stock.
Okay, good spacing there. Jakeyy gonna get that side sig, deny the 3 stock. Still, like you said, Jakeyy very, very hurt. He's gonna have to basically OHKO.
Yeah, he's going to have to do that twice. So it is still 2 stocks to 1. Godly just jumping into the unlight. No dodge.
Ooh, burns the dodge there. Doesn't panic jump, so he doesn't eat the side air.
Godly just...
Oh!
What? What? How did he see that?
He saw the code, man. He just threw out the bear. I feel like he did exactly what he would have done with Cassidy and was like, maybe it'll work as well, and it definitely did, because he went for the Ensig to punish the whiff side air from Jakeyy, and that's going to be Godly with a 3-2.
How did he know? How did he know? He went through the turn